Nomsebenzi Tsotsobe's dedication and perseverance was instrumental in shaping the trajectory of Springboks women's rugby, propelling it towards newfound recognition and success. Playing in the flank position, Tsotsobe started her career playing for the Hilltop Eagles club in the Eastern Cape. She excelled at club and provincial level, becoming the captain of Eastern Province in 2002. But the 29th of May 2004 is a day for the history books. On that day, she walked her team on the grand international stage to play their first test match, a game against Wales.
The first time that I won the Springbok colours, the green and gold, that was the first time that I played, that I sang Nkosi Sikelela Africa. In my home ground, where I was born, at Cox Stadium, where my father played. So all of those emotions were running deep, and truly and honestly, it was the only time that I said to myself, you've made it. You've made yourself proud, Nomsebenzi. You've got to be able to be proud. And I don't want to lie, not everything I felt at that time, but when that whistle went off, I don't know if I was in the game or I was still in a moment, but the 80 minutes, I was just not tired. And I felt everything when I was at the hotel, and then I thought, okay, that was the history. We've made history, because women's rugby at that time, we were called Springbok Women. We were no longer called Springbok 15, Invitation 15. We were called Springbok Women. We won green and gold. We sang Nkosi Sikelela Africa. That was my very best moment.
Her leadership qualities continued to shine through as she traversed the international stage. For those who got to play with her on the field, she led with distinction and excellence.
She taught us to go to school, because currently I'm a manager for the women's rugby, and I didn't get that job just in J. Because the requirements was to have a qualification because of NOBS, because she taught us that school goes a long way. So we knew that there's life after rugby, because we don't play rugby anymore, but we have life because of we went to school, we have our qualification. So she taught us very well that.
She was firm and harsh. She didn't like to be beaten. But at that time, unfortunately, because we were still starting playing, so we were losing every now and then. But she would cry and tell us, you know what, if we can't play, let's stop them. They can't be scoring like every now and then. So she's got that thing in her that boosts you guys, you know, it gives you that oomph. Guys, she will cry and say, I understand, you guys are tired, I understand, we just started playing. But she'll got that thing, you know, that psych you up for the game. She was that captain for me.
Getting to play the game she loves took some effort, and convincing the men who coached her to initially open the door for young girls to play under his tutelage. But Tobile Ndundra says her success in sport is not a surprise, as he saw her talent immediately.
Lando basinando session sigqibe khona Nomsebenzi azayithetha.
Nomsebenzi has always shown traits of leadership. From the time she played in the club, she would say, I want to play for SA one day. And she worked hard to ensure that she got there. She gave her best at club level. She was always the first one to arrive and the last one to leave. She would ask me to train her more after each practice, because she wanted to be the best, and later she became the lady she always hoped to be.
The rugby roots run deep in the Tsotsobe household. Nomsebenzi's mother, Nomgqibelo, is a former regional coordinator for women's rugby in Gqeberha, and her father, Toto, played representative rugby in the 70s.
And that blazer was donned on her, I was very excited, because we have achieved what we wanted for so long. And we introduced this thing with the ladies, that you are playing rugby. That does not change you as a person. You are a lady, but you enjoy playing the game. So don't change. So I was very excited. I felt that even my late husband, he should be happy where he is, that my legacy is moving forward.
Although she has hung her boots, her legacy still lives on through the many lives she continues to inspire from the township where it all started. Her presence still reverberates through the airwaves as a closer rugby commentator for men and women's versions of the game. Nomsebenzi is also an analyst for Paka magazine and an SA rugby commissioner. And she continues to advocate for chasing your dreams.
I can say, if you dream about it, put it on paper and act on it. It's an unfortunate thing. Everyone is busy. We must just stop complaining. Let's just wake up from the dream, write it down, and act on it. Even if it's small steps, but act on it. But you can't sit in your couch in a comfort zone and say you want it. You're just not going to get it. No one cares.
Nomsebenzi is also versatile, a woman of many talents. In 2005, she was chosen as one of 10 beauties of sport in a contest run by the magazine South African Sports Illustrated. Lerato Fekisi, SABC News, Gqeberha.